Hi, welcome to this short introduction to Mat Pilates video. The Pilates method was founded by physical trainer Joseph Pilates in the 1920s. Pilates exercises can be done on spring-resistant equipment, such as a reformer, or on the floor on a mat. My Pilates classes are done on the mat, usually with no equipment required other than a space and a mat. And I like to refer to my classes as Pilates-inspired mat classes. I strive to find a balance between using the classic exercises and being creative with some other exercises, drawing on variations from the Pilates method, as well as yoga and bar exercises. So first and foremost is to always listen to your own body before you listen to my instruction. If anything doesn't feel right, causes discomfort, causes pain, or you know you have a certain area that may be tender on one day, just feel free to modify, take a break, sit out one exercise, and take care of your own body. So in this video, I just wanted to review a few things that we often talk about in Pilates. One of the terms you'll hear often, both in Pilates classes and in many fitness classes, is engage your core. And so what we're talking about is stabilizing abdominal muscles prior to doing the exercise. And this can be taken out into the real world when we're lifting something or doing other activities, by having a strong core and learning to engage those muscles. We can have better performance and prevent injury. So we want to bring our attention to the lower abdominal area, and the muscle we're primarily focusing on when we prepare and engage our core is transversus abdominis. So if I bring my fingertips to my lower abdominal area, I can think about gently pulling in and scooping up. So it's a little scooping movement. And while I'm doing that, I can feel some activation of the lower abdominal area. I might also feel like I'm sitting a little taller and lifting my chest. And it's not sucking anything in or forcing anything, it's just a subtle movement. A couple of visualizations that can be used. One is that if I visualize I have a strap and I'm bringing it around my waist and crossing in front and maybe gently pulling that a little tighter, I would pull my waist in and again notice that scooping feeling in the lower abdominals. One other visualization that can work is to picture holding a birthday candle in front of your mouth and with a flame, and we're going to blow it out gently. And as you blow out, again, you can feel that activation. So when we talk about core activation and feel that scoop in our belly, we always want to keep breathing. Breath is another foundation of Pilates. And in the exercises, it's always great to check in and make sure you're not holding your breath and that you're continuing to breathe. So let's take our hands and put our hands around our rib cage, sitting nice and tall, and take a few deep breaths. And with the inhale, we want to feel the ribs expanding out to the side and to the back. And with our exhale, let everything soften. Just take one more full inhale right to the bottom of the lungs. And full exhale. And then bring your hands down. One of the classic Pilates exercises is hundreds. And in a few moments we will do hundreds lying on our back. But just to review, we'll start with a seated version. So fingertips down on the mat, core engaged with that scoop. We're sitting nice and tall. We're going to lift our arms slightly forward with palms facing down. Shoulders are back, so our collarbones are wide. We're going to do some little pumps here. So this is the arm movement of hundreds. Short pumps, we're getting our circulation going. And then our breath is going to be breathing in for 5 pumps and then breathing out for 5 pumps. So we'll just practice 5 rounds of that. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more round, in and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let those hands come down. We could roll the shoulders up and back. When we do the hundreds, the full exercise, we do 10 rounds. So it's 5 pumps, breath in, 5 pumps, breath out, 10 repeats for 100 pumps. Let's make our way down onto our back, and we'll review a few more exercises. If you're sitting on a cushion like I am, you can put that off to the side. And we're going to roll down onto our back. So I'm going to have my knees bent, and I'm going to use my abdominal strength to guide myself down with control onto my back. Again, I can review my core engagement by putting my hands on my lower abdominals, little scoop. Review my breath by putting my hands on my rib cage, noticing the ribs expanding to the side and the back, and softening. And then I'll bring my arms to my side. Many of the classic Pilates exercises, including hundreds, involve curling up the upper body. So we'll start here by reviewing the curl up. I'm going to have my arms to my side. I'm going to inhale with my head down, and as I exhale, I'll start bringing my chin towards my chest as I lift my head, and I'm going to curl all the way up and over so that my eyes are looking down at my legs or looking down at my belly. When we curl up, we don't want to be back here looking up at the ceiling. This is very straining for the neck. If in an exercise you find yourself back here, then that's a signal just to put your head down and continue with the exercise. A visualization that can be used is, imagine there's a broomstick handle or another light bar over top of your rib cage, and you're going to curl up and over that bar. So we inhale, and as we exhale, we're curling up, eyes are looking down, I'm up and over, and then I'm going to bring myself all the way down, and we'll just do that one more time. Inhale, exhale to curl up, looking down. So the strain should not be in my neck. My neck muscles are relatively relaxed. I'm using upper abdominal strength to hold myself in this position. And then let's bring that back down. Have a couple big breaths. We always want lots of oxygen circulating in our body. So reviewing the hundreds in this classic supine position, we start with that scoop in our lower abdominals. I'm going to float one foot up, keeping my knee bent, and float the other foot up. And the reason I do one foot at a time is so I can really check in with my core engagement as I'm getting into position. Now, option for leg position in hundreds, I could keep my feet down. I can have my feet lifted with my knees bent. Or another option that we won't do today is to have my legs extended away from me. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to have knees bent. I'm going to inhale and exhale to do that upper body curl, and then I'm going to lift my extended arms with my palms facing down. We're going to start pumping our arms like we did in seated, those little pumps. I'm going to imagine I have a little mini basketball under each hand, and we'll start with our breathing. We're going to do 5 rounds, so it's just 50. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Last one. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And head comes down and feet come down. And certainly if I got halfway through that and my neck wasn't happy, I would just put my head down and continue the exercise. Let one knee come up towards your chest and put both hands on your knee. We'll review the hand position for single leg stretch. I'm going to keep my opposite hand or my inside hand at my knee, and I'm going to slide my outside hand, my same side hand down towards my ankle. So this is the hand position that will bring my knee straight towards my chest. If I was to switch this hand position, I could bring my knee out to the side, and that's not what I want to do. I want to come straight towards the chest. So this outside hand at my ankle position helps me do that. We're going to keep this positioning as we get into this exercise. Start with your inhale, exhale to curl that upper body up. The opposite leg is going to extend away from me at about a 45-degree angle. Nice strong leg. Then we're going to switch sides. I'm going to switch my legs. Again, my inside hand at my knee, my outside hand at my ankle. Give that a little pull towards my chest, and then I switch again. And I'm breathing, and I keep switching legs. My eyes are looking down at my legs or my belly. If I find my head back here and I'm looking up, then I would just put my head down and I can continue with the exercise. Breathing. One more each side. Nice. And then I can lower my head, lower my feet, have a big breath. The last exercise that we'll review is crisscross. So as always, I think about that scoop in my lower abs. I'm floating my feet up, curling my upper body up. Hands are going to come lightly behind my head, and I'm going to interlace my fingers, elbows wide. As one knee comes in, the other leg is going to extend out away from me, similar to single leg stretch. But in crisscross, I'm twisting my upper body on the side of the knee coming in, and my eyes are looking down to the mat on the outside of that hip. My elbows stay wide, and then I switch side. And as always, I'm breathing. I'm doing the exercise with control. We're going nice and slow. Muscles are working. We're taking momentum out of the equation. And I'm not trying to reach my elbow to my knee. I'm working these muscles here. One more each side. And then to center, and head down and feet down. And I can have another big breath. And then to come up to seated, I'm going to do a roll up, or if you'd like, you can roll onto your side and make your way to seated. If you want to try a roll up with me, we're going to slide our legs out. We're going to bring our arms overhead. Now, if you get part way up on the roll up and you stop here, then just use your hands to help you the rest of the way up. It's all a practice and a work in progress. So if you're in your full body stretch here, we take a big inhale to start, and as I exhale, I'll roll myself up. Pilates, as with yoga, is a practice, and so we never are complete. We're always working on the practice. In my Pilates inspired mat classes, I do exercises in hands and knees, in boat position, lying on our back in supine as we just did, side lying on the belly, prone. We always start with a warm up and finish with a cool down, stretches, and some breath work. I hope to see you on the mat. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.